What's going on, guys? So, since I started ordering things from Nordstrom Rack online on their website, because sometimes I'll hear about stuff hitting Nordstrom Rack and it's not at my local Nordstrom Rack, so I started checking the website, and turns out, though usually on there for a limited time, some good stuff pops up on the website, sometimes for some really good prices. And since I created an account, I'm on the newsletter, so I got an email when they got Eternity Summer Days and One Summer Days. Now, I'm sure they'll get cheaper once they hit the rack stores, but 35 for Summer Days from CK1 and 39 for Eternity Summer Days. I'm willing to pay a little bit more to not have to wait several more months for them to get down to $20 and $30. So 35 and 40 I was fine with. So haven't busted them open. Oddly enough, Eternity doesn't have cellophane wrap, but CK1 does. But we're going to bust them open and see if they're worthy summer flankers for this year of 2022. Stay tuned. So I went ahead and popped the cellophane off. We're going to take a look at CK1 Summer Days first. I love the new box art. Kind of that vintage, sun-drenched, HDR type of feel to it. Some information on the side. There's info all around on the box this year. Calvin Klein. Batch information. Those of you not familiar with the CK1 fragrances, you do have to, if there is some assembly required, you do have to put the atomizer in. So I already smell the kumquat note. Doesn't seem to have leaked, but here's the bottle. Beautiful translucent orange with yellow print. Is very lovely. Ooh, that does smell good. Very minty. Minty fresh green kumquat type of smell. Like almost an orangey feel. And here we are. Fully assembled and equipped. Let's give myself two good sprays on my hand. I was looking forward to this one, and the last several years I've gotten my hands on the CK1 Summer Flanker at a rack store every year. It's very bright. It's very, very bright. It's a little herbal, fresh, fruity. But not heavily sweet fruity. Like I said, kumquat kind of has a little bit of an orangey feel, but kind of takes the sweetness out of the orange, I guess you could say. Is probably the easiest way I could describe it. It's got a very strong watery feel to it. It's a little herbal and spicy, like a fresh green spicy type of thing. I think there's a tea note in here if I remember correctly. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and pull the notes up. One sec. Okay, so I have the notes on screen. Top is kumquat, which I did know. The heart notes is iced tea, mint, and ginger. I'm getting all of those heart notes. Base notes of vetiver and sorbitolide. Sorbitolide? Never heard of that. That is a very specific aroma chemical. It's got this distinctive. Iced tea's a good label for it because it's fresh, but it's still the kumquat's dominant here. But I think it's got to be that ginger that's giving this spiciness to it, almost like a musky spice. It smells really good. This is more like Hot Summer's Eve, kind of like how the 2020 flanker was, because they had a lot more amber in CK1 Summer 2020 from 2 years ago. That one, though fine during the day, I feel like it was better suited on a Hot Summer's Eve, whereas I kind of feel like this is the same thing. This would be fine during the day, but I think this would be even better suited in a super hot summer's evening. This has got more character than 2021. And look, 2021 is my current favorite. This is going to run a close race with 2021. 2019 is still amazing. 2020 is still a great fragrance too. They're always good fragrances as long as you can temper your expectation in longevity. Because look, the first hour, 30 minutes to an hour, it's gonna be loud, super bright. They're light and airy, very super fresh. And the only thing is, you're looking at 2, maybe 3 hours of longevity. These CK1 Summer Flankers are designed to spray as you deem necessary, whether that's 3 sprays or 20 sprays. Which with this, I think you choke yourself out with 20. It's very heavy at first, but very loud at first. Not heavy, but loud. Super, super airy. But this is one that, it's just meant to be a short-term refresher type of fragrance. Like I said, this is eventually going to make its way to $20, $25 range at the rack stores, discounters online. Eventually, it's still, summer just started. This is the 2022 Summer Flanker, and to get it at a discounted rate already is a blessing for me personally. That's why I jumped on it for $35. I said, yeah, I get it now instead of having to wait. Because by the time I would get it at one of these rack stores, it'll be cooler months over here, and I'm not going to want to wear it till next summer anyway. So I can actually enjoy the newest summer flanker in this summer. And honestly, it might be the best one to date that I've tried. I haven't tried anything beyond 2018. I don't own 2018. But before 2018, 17, 16, 15, 14, supposedly like the cream of the crop, all that, I've never tried any of those. They've been doing these annually for years and years and years. And just in the last handful of years or so, I've jumped on, I'm going to get it every year kind of thing. It's got this crispy, spicy edge. Like, there's a lot of ginger here. This is a deeper scent than any of the others that I've tried anyways. This one's really good. Really good. I'll have the link to Nordstrom Rack down below if you guys want to grab these while they still have them in stock if you're interested. But like I said, those of you that, if it don't last 8+ hours, I'm not wasting. It's a waste of money. You're obviously not going to buy this fragrance because it's not going to do that. It is not an 8-hour fragrance. This is a very specific olfactory experience. It does have a use. It does have a use for me. And I think it's a great addition. This, like I said, this might be the best one yet. Not super woody like the vetiver's. I'm sure the vetiver is going to provide a little bit of a woody base, but it's not coming across very woody. The kumquat's not fading yet, but this iced minty tea and very crisp and spicy ginger is just shining through in this fragrance. This smells great. It's worth at least getting your nose on. If you happen to have a friend that gets a bottle, try their bottle. You may end up wanting to get it. Okay, next we have Eternity Summer Daze. So this is more monochrome. The other was orange. Similar deal with the 2 palm trees. People walking on the beach this time. There's all that different information. I'd love for it to focus. There we go. Batch code info, Calvin Klein. Let's bust it open. So the last one I bought of this is Summer 2019, which I do very much so enjoy. Here we go. Lightly tealish, almost seawater, emerald green type of color to the juice. Says Summer Daze. So let's give it a spray on this hand. We'll pull the notes up here in just a little bit. Good spray and a half. It's got kind of a... There might be mint in this one too. Kind of a watermelon vibe to it. A juicy fruit. Because I believe there's this particular aroma chemical that's got this like aquatic melon type of vibe to it. So that's probably what I'm smelling. It's minty and very aquatic. Very, very aquatic. Aromatic, a little soapy, but not completely a shower gel scent. And there's something almost a little dirty about it in the backdrop. Could be like a cedar, but it doesn't come across really woody. Maybe a patchouli. Could be an earthy patchouli. But to me, it just smells very clean. It's got that little earthy nuance in the backdrop, but very clean, a little soapy. Very, very oceanic and aquatic, and it's got a melon smell distinctively, like a watermelon. Let's pull the notes up because smells pretty simplistic actually. Let's see. Okay, got the notes here. Top notes of mandarin orange. Not really. Heart notes of spearmint. There you go, mint. Base notes of lavender, calypsone, and patchouli. So there is patchouli. That's the aroma chemical I was talking about, the calypsone note. I believe that is supposed to give an aquatic feel, an oceanic vibe, and some like melon nuances or something like that, because it's got a watermelon smell. This doesn't smell like anything super unique, but it is very nice and pleasant. It's a solid fragrance. Not anything anybody needs to run out and grab. Honestly, between the two, I think One Summer Daze is a little bit better. Yeah, but this is still a solid addition to bring on vacation. Good vacation fragrance. This is a good gym scent. This is good out the shower. This is good on a super hot day where you're going to be outdoors and you need something very uplifting and refreshing. I think this would be good for that too. But it's a very casual scent. Strictly summer. I mean, you can wear anything whenever the hell you want, but it definitely screams summertime. I mean, it's this year's summer flanker, and I feel like it's well suited. I don't think it's anything special. Just like 2019. 2019, the one I have, that was the same fragrance from like 2014 or 15 all the way to 2019, and it's a solid scent. It's versatile. This is much more oceanic than that one, but it's nothing spectacular. They're good scents. They're not great scents. This one's got some oomph to it, though. This one smells like a pretty heavy projector, at least for the first 30 minutes to an hour. I can tell you that. This is really coming off of my hand here. But kind of what I see here on the note breakdown is pretty much what I smelled and still smell. It does have a bit of a chemically synthetic edge. That's got to be that calypsone. So if you don't like, more synthetic fragrances, you may not like this one. But honestly, of the two, I would say CK1 is the better of the two fragrances. Let's actually give them some first impressions ratings. So like I was saying with CK1 Summer Daze, I think I prefer the scent on this one a little bit more. The kumquat really stands out, as well as the iced tea and the ginger. The ginger offers a lot of this musky, kind of edgy, spicy feel. Still very fresh, but a deeper scent than you would expect for a CK1 Summer Flanker. This has some body to it. I have a feeling this one may last a little bit longer than the others. Now, when I say a little bit longer, I typically get 2 to 3 hours on all the others, so this may be potentially 3 to 4 hours if I'm lucky. I'm just going based off of the strength of the scent profile and the level of just, I guess, the scent strength and the heavy dose of ginger leads me to believe that even, 10, 15 minutes into this, it's as strong as when I first sprayed it. Granted, this is only 10 to 15 minutes. I don't know. I have a feeling this one might last a little bit more. Might only be 2 hours. Who knows? But I think this one's got a chance. But honestly, for me, based on the scent alone, I think this is very good. This is a 7 out of 10 fragrance. It smells probably better than every CK1 summer fragrance I've tried, and I love the 2021 and 2019. And this may be a little bit better because of the character. The scent character is a little bit different from what you would expect. It's very fresh, it's very summery, it's a hot weather fragrance through and through, don't get me wrong, but there's a little something extra that kind of gears it towards the evenings, and I think I really enjoy that about it, and that's probably what's doing it for me. Now, in regards to Eternity Summer Daze, so this one's nothing special and spectacular. It's not great, but it's definitely not a bad fragrance either. It's pleasant, it's easygoing, it's very aquatic and oceanic. This could be a good addition to somebody's fragrance wardrobe for just to spend one summer with it. It's forgettable. I can't see it being something people would be like, oh God, I got to get a backup bottle after they get it. It's good. I don't necessarily think it's better than good or very good. I think it's like a 5.5 out of 10. It's a good fragrance. It's solid. It's average. It's in the middle. That's why I give it a 5.5 out of 10. Not a bad fragrance by any means. The only way I see someone being disappointed is if you have a pretty vast collection, you wear a lot of niche fragrances, stuff like that. This is a forgettable, passable scent for you. But younger fellas, young men that Want something that doesn't smell like everything else, but you want a nice oceanic aquatic feel to your fragrance, but like I said, doesn't smell like every single other oceanic fragrance, you might want to look into this one, especially as the price continues to drop. Well, that's my first impressions on the two Calvin Klein summer flankers for the Eternity line and the CK1 line for this year. And actually digging both of them. CK1 Summer more so than the Eternity fragrance. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. How many of you tried either one of these, and what do you think about them? Like I said, maybe still a little bit higher than some would want to pay for the level of performance these are probably going to provide. But if you do like to collect the CK1 Summer Flankers and you've been waiting for it to drop from retail, I got it for $35 from Nordstrom Rack. Like I said, I'll have Nordstrom Rack link below as a convenience for you guys. And I paid $40 for this. It was kind of a why not kind of thing on why I bought this. This is really what I was after. And when I saw this one, I said, why the hell not? You know, that's pretty much what it turned into. I saw the note breakdown. It was not really unique, but different because of that Calypso note. And I said, yeah, why not? At worst, I think it'll be an okay, good fragrance. And it ended up being just that. That's why I give it a 5.5 out of 10. It's solid. It's just nothing spectacular or memorable. And until next time, I will say if you get your hands on either one of these and you give them a spray now, there's a chance you might thank me later. Have a good one, guys.